This is the house that Kamurai built. Time to get started.
Hey, welcome to the house Kamurai built. I'm Kamurai. This is very like the discussion I had with Nina about the software which shall not be named because I'm disgusted to have it anywhere and I don't want to give it any more attention. But I was watching Geek and Sundry Vlogs and Nika Harper and her writing video that she vlogs for bi-weekly for Geek and Sundry apparently has decided to make a transition to talking about video games, and I'm hoping at least about the writing in video games, because her opening statements on the matter kind of worry me. For those not with your ear to the ground or unplugged, the video game industry is in flux. Because of all the breakthroughs in technology and software in the past few years, what a video game is has changed. It has broadened and created new things. It used to be a video game was just something you turn on, you experience the gameplay, you get to an objective, and or whatever. But now video games as an industry have changed. You now have virtual installations, virtual environments like Minecraft or GTA Online, where you aren't necessarily playing any one game, you're just there, and the sandbox environment is there for you to play with. And not only that, but it's a virtual environment in which you can share with other people the experience. There's also a very popular trend that's been going on for quite a while now, and probably the biggest marks are Telltale with the Walking Dead interactive stories. And I say that because you go through a fixed permutation of actions. Anytime you end up with gameplay, it's usually a quick time event, and you either do it, or the game punishes and says, no, do it again. But there are exceptions like Beyond Two Souls where the story continues. But that's just it. It's a story that you're walking through. It's like watching a movie where you get to make decisions. There's no gameplay there. Please, if you're raging about that, enjoy it. Because some asshole on the internet says something doesn't mean you shouldn't enjoy what you enjoy, as long as it's not hurting anyone else. But the term video game as an industry, the video game industry is in flux. Video game industry is no longer the correct term. We have to evolve with all of our creations, and it's really the digital experience industry. And there are probably many untapped realms in the future. Just off the top of my head, movies where the camera is interactive. Just the camera. You can't interfere with anything, but you can switch up where you're watching everything. I think you can make some great computer-generated content with that camera in mind. But, and I doubt she'll see this, but if she does, hey, you're great. Nika Harper stated almost the exact opposite of what I'm saying, is that it doesn't matter what you call things. As a writer, I would hope that she understands that the definitions of words are important and that we need to know and understand, in order to communicate, and B, to be able to improve and understand things so that we can do it. I mean, just because you like petting a cat, when you find a dog for the first time, you don't call it a cat too. You figure out what it is, you realize that it's slightly different and that it deserves its own name because it is special in that respect. And it deserves that credit. Now, granted, I'm not always a fan of some of these things, and I'm probably more the philosophy is like, take this great story that you've got in this interactive story and put it into a real game, because you can do that. Take this virtual environment and make it a platform for game delivery. And that's kind of what GTA did, to be honest with you. Minecraft kind of fell short. They were like, yeah, we've got this thing! And then everyone was like, oh, how do you beat it? Because they didn't understand. So they put a dragon in that I'm never going to bother to get to because I enjoy just playing with the environment. And Mo creatures, gotta be honest. And I'd hate it if Nika was upset that I had this opinion, but it is what it is. And I just hate that people with influence now have started to gain this momentum, the don't care revolution, when I think we should care. We should have kids wanting to grow up and be part of the interactive story industry and being part of the virtual installation industry, and that's what they want to do, and that's really specialized. Just like a tactical RPG is a genre where I want to work in, versus I have friends who would love probably to make platformers for the rest of their lives. Not that I'm against doing that, I just don't think I'd enjoy it a whole lot. But I think that's it for me. I'm Kamurai. If you don't like me, bite me. If you want to see anything else we're up to, go ahead and click the annotations and they'll take you to our other channels.